As usual, I am working on an experiment. The plan is to open source all of my data. I basically have a map of my mind stored in Roam Research. If I think some piece of information could be valuable to my future self, then I note it down. Although, sometimes I also note stuff down because the process is fun and I like to learn. Previously, I've been planning to sell my data by storing it on Ocean Protocol and allowing access to it using compute to data. My data stays private and I make money from it. Heck yes. Plus, in the future, I bet AI will want everyone's data for compute jobs, so a very lucrative opportunity there. However, right this moment, the process to sell your data is way too complex. Plus, everything good in my life comes from selfless acts. So, why not give away my data if there's even a 1% chance that it can go on to help other people? Well, there's actually good reasons to keep your data private. As long as data be private, you be making money. As long as data be private, no malicious attacks can use your data against you. There are tons of unique malicious attacks that can be done on your data, some that can kill you, but if you keep your data private, you don't even have to think about any of that. It saves you time, which is one of the most valuable resources. But, of course, there's a benefit to making your data public. As mentioned before, you can help others. There's a million ways your data could be used, many obvious, many unexpected. Part of me feels like I should give a solid example here, but I'm also lazy, and I already imagined it, and now don't feel like explaining that imagination, so it's up to you. By helping others, you may get benefits yourself. There's no guarantee, but the world tends to work that way. Either way, you get some feel-good feelings, and make society better overall. So all of this is cool and all, but what does me offering my data tangibly look like? Well, you can access my Roam Research graph. Here, you can export the data in various formats, view and search the data in various ways, and everything that Roam offers. It's a lot, and quite amazing. Saves me a lot of time since I don't need to develop and maintain all those features myself. Although, one issue with this whole idea is that it puts trust into Roam Research, which is not open source. They allow you to export your data, so you don't have to worry about losing it. But if they shut down for some reason, you'll have to find a new way for everyone to access your data. Not too big of a deal in the long run. Another issue with this experiment I talked a bit about earlier. There are risks to making your data public, and people could use it to maliciously attack you. It may be easy to accidentally open access to data I meant to keep private, like passwords. There will be data based on my physical body from lab tests and such, making me easier to hack once there's brain-computer interfaces. I could remove this data, but feel it could be very valuable to the public too. There will be data on how my mind works, making me easier to be mentally hacked, whether this is someone hacking my brain-computer interface in the future, or using my mind against me in some sort of social attack today. People can act like me, and then start making money off of my data instead of it going to me. This is basically what most big companies do to you right now. Although, I think this is actually good long term. Who is the better me? This opens up competition and sounds incredibly fun. They may constantly run scripts to steal my new data that I generate, but maybe tools will come out that detects people that are copying data like that. Again, it just seems like competition that will be an energy helping me to improve myself. A crucial point here is that data is just an interface to experience. Value doesn't rest in data, it rests in experience. Only you can ever experience your experiences, although that may change with brain-computer interfaces. But yes, people can copy and steal my mind map data, but only I can keep generating my unique data, which is just an interface to my unique experiences. So it becomes obvious why constantly updating data is so valuable. This is why subscriptions are so big. People are paying other people for data that keeps on updating, paying people for novel experiences that can be accessed through the interface of data. In my public data, I plan to track this experiment over time in my data journal. Here are some questions that I'll use to track how the experiment is going. Am I getting any benefit from open sourcing my data? Any detriments? Are other people getting any benefit from open sourcing my data? Any detriments? To end this series of thoughts, I just want to mention why I'm so excited for this. Anyone can benefit and do research on my mind map data for free. Anyone can voluntarily donate as thanks for offering my data. That's an experiment on its own. Will anyone actually be interested in donating for someone's data? I know I probably wouldn't at this time in history, although I guess it depends. If those donations are how a creator makes a living, maybe I'd do it then. Not sure. One of my favorite parts of life is relating with people, and this is a fantastic way to relate. I'm trying to get all of you as close to the experience of being Shmoji as possible in hopes that it can benefit you in some way. Plus, this sounds fun to make public. Sounds like a good experiment, a good time. I'm pretty hyped.